So, okay, Gerardo, to me here it's morning yet, but I know that at your country is evening. So I'd like to thank you so much to be here again with me. I know it's hard. It's sometimes it's difficult because maybe you are tired related to a long day, related to studies, but you takes time to study English. That's the best thing. Which I appreciate at you because you never stop to study, that never stop to learn new things. And I'd like to be like you. I'd like to study more and more. And that's why we are here studying together for a long time. We already studied some matters before together. So I'd like to start this speaking session with you here. And like we are talking before we started recording this video, we were talking about what I did before because we I believe it's since 3 days ago we didn't speak anything together because we had so many things to do it in our daily lives. But even though I practice my English by myself, I watched some videos on the YouTube, I read some articles just to get English in my mind. And you, Jehabo, since the last time that we talked here, we speak each other, let me know, what did you do to keep your English alive in your mind? What did you usually do?
Actually, I try to do practice regularly, but last couple of days we don't practice in our live class. So I didn't. I continue my studies. I continue my practice as soon as possible. Actually, I have a regular routine. I try to follow such routines because I used to watch some YouTube videos for my improving listening skills, as well as I try to read daily newspaper as I can improve my reading skills. Because the gradual practice can make us more fluent in English. If we don't practice regularly, it's not possible to make our progress. Um, so it's very important for us. As soon as possible, we keep if we should we practice regularly. That can help us a lot. Without practice, not for us. Anyone cannot reach their goals. So practice is the more important for us, for learners of English as well as any language of the world.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100% with you. And I'd like to show a little things. Let's enjoy this time in a different way because I would like to show some YouTube channels which I follow her because I'm on the same boat on you. I'm the same boat like you said. I usually watch some videos on the YouTube because I must to, how can I say, I believe everyone who are trying learn English must to learn by listen. Listen is one of the most important steps to get a better fluency or to achieve the fluency. Because if you can't understand what other people are saying for you, it will be difficult to improve. It will be difficult to communicate with others. So I have been watching some videos on the YouTube to practice my listening. As you, like you said, I did the same things. Let me show you some videos which I usually watch it here on the YouTube. Of course, I'm occupational safety technician here in Brazil. I don't know if people who are watching us now they know what it means, but it is a job here in Brazil which I must to take care of keep hazard away, keep hazard off or out of place, which we some companies develop their activities. So my main goal is to prevent accidents and diseases at the workplace. And for that, I must to train people. I must to show people how to do their jobs more safely, as possible. and teach rules, teach things. That is what I have been doing since the 10 years for now. So I'd like to show here, but that is not what I would like to show. I'd like to show my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is related to English too, but I just know to speak English a little bit, like you can see now, because I follow some people. As you can see here, I follow this woman here, this YouTube channel. She's
Yeah,
very,
yeah,
yes. Do you recognize her? Do you know who is her?
yeah, of course. And by English learning journey, since 2019, I used to following Lingo Marina.
Exactly.
Actually, she's an amazing teacher.
Yes,
Her
I
expression,
really, exactly. I really appreciate her
yeah.
way to teach English. I learned so much with her, and I believe you too. You have been learning with her too. What do you? How many times you have been follow her YouTube channel?
It's most probably in 2019, found her, and since 2019 and still 2023, I still watching her videos regularly. I think it seems to me that he's an amazing teacher. His expression is her attitude, her expression are really amazing for me.
Yeah, me too, man. Did you know that he has two YouTube channels? Do you know he has Silicon Valley Girl, which is a vlog when she made so many vlogs related to entrepreneur, related to investments, related to place at the United States where she visited in the United States, which she visited in the United States. So this is a Silicon Valley Girl. Let me show her.
Uh, Sorry, I didn't hear about
Build your brand
the
online.
channel, but yeah, I heard about that. He mentioned in her some videos, but I don't know exactly the silicon about the Silicon Valley Girl.
Yeah, but it
First
is.
time.
Yes, it's the second YouTube channel of her. It's very interesting, man. If you'd like to follow her, I really advise you to follow her because she speaks so many important things to us, and at the same time, we can practice our listening skills and we can learn some new information related to entrepreneurship and related to new tendencies at the United States, new marketings. It's very interesting. She's very smart. She's a very smart girl and I really appreciate her YouTube channel, the both of YouTube channel of the hair. Other YouTube channel I'd like to show is, let me show her. There's so many YouTube channels which I have been followed, but there's one in specifically which is new to me. I just started to follow this YouTube channel. I believe it is 6 months ago. I discovered that YouTube channel. I don't know if you know, but let me show you here. Did you know Licha Machova? Did you know? Let me show her. I will try type her. Let me show Licha Machova. Let me see. I will try show. Let me try show you her. Did you know his woman? Did you know this woman? Sorry, let me show.
Uh,
Me, how'd you do that? What's
actu-
your secret?
Let me show her.
I know about
Let me show just a little sec, just a few minutes
I
because
show
it is.
yeah.
I love learning foreign languages.
Did you know
Yeah,
her?
exactly. But actually, known to her about TEDx,
Yes, it's Ted Talk.
TEDx by the yeah, TED Talks. I usually used to know the girl, the teacher by TED Talks. Otherwise, personally, I don't know about her. I don't following her.
Yeah, I'd like just to let's just share some information related to her because I really appreciate it to learn English with her because I have been watching some videos which she her have been speaking in some conference which her call her called the polyglot conference. It is a place. Let me show her other videos just to get an idea, just for you get an idea what I'm talking about. Let me show just a few seconds. I'd like to show her this YouTube channel. Let me show. It is some there's some advertisement. Let me let me change this advertisement here now. Okay, let me here here is her again. So this is an event called Polyglot Conference, which because I don't know if you know, but she she is able to speak 8 or 9 languages, you know, different languages, because she speak English and other 8 languages around the world. So because she speaks so many languages, she is called polyglot. So people who are polyglot is people who speak more than 1 or 2 languages, speak 3 languages or more. They are called polyglot. So she started
You know,
to go ahead, go ahead.
I watched a video today. I mean, early morning, I watched a video that a guy, that a teacher
With Jehabo. Let me see if he will back. But that's it. I follow so many YouTube channels, even bloggers, even people who are not native speaker, but now I can see that they speak English very well, as almost like a native, or maybe like a native sometimes. So I follow this YouTube channel, Lingua Marina Trip. I follow Silicon Valley Girl. I follow EnglishWithVanessa.com. I follow English101.com. I follow, well, there's so many YouTube channels which I like to follow and to speak and to try to imitate. I have been trying to imitate their pronunciation. That's is how I have been increasing my vocabulary and develop my pronunciation skills. And I really think that it is very important for us. Try to develop, try to improve, and for that we must to get English or to put English on our life and our everyday. That is so important for us. But I was talking here with my friend Jehabo. I don't know why, but I believe that we lost our connection here. But I hope as soon as possible he gets online again. Let me show some other things here, some other things. So I'd like to show some others YouTube channel. I have been studying English with some people who, some guy, I don't know if you already know, but I'm sorry, but I don't know if you can hear, but my son is coughing here closer to me. I don't know why, because he has some, I believe he's cold now, but it is everything fine. So as I was telling you, I have been studying English with some YouTube channels, and I was showing here before. But I was with Jehabo here, trying to speak with me. Jehabo lives in Bangladesh. He's a friend of mine, which we have in common learning English language. That's why we are friends now. That's how we know each other, each other. And I believe that Jehabo is back again. Let me see. Hello,
I'm so
Jehado.
sorry,
Are
I'm
you
so
back?
sorry, my Yeah, my internet has lost for a certain.
No problem, no
That's
problem.
why.
When I saw that you lost your connection, I keep speaking here, I keep talking here, because we are recording, like I told before. So I'd like to keep going my videos. So let's keep where we stopped here. Let's keep where we stopped. We are talking about some YouTube channels which we use it to practice our listening skills. So I told about Lingua Marina Trip. I told about Silicon Valley Girl, but there are many others YouTube channel that we can use to learn English. Let me know about you. Tell me a little bit others YouTube channels that you are watching to study your English or to practice your listening skills. Let me know about you. There's some in specific that you'd like to share with us. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are talking about related some YouTube channels before, and I showed some YouTube channels which I like to try. I like to practice my listening skills with these YouTube channels. So I thought I share with you my experience by Lingua Marina Trip, by Silicon Valley Girl, by English101.com, by English with Vanessa, and there's so many YouTube channels that we can use to practice our listening skills. So, and
Oh,
you, let me know. There are any YouTube channels that you'd like
you
to
know
share?
about Lucy?
English with Lucy? Okay, of course. Yes, I do. I know her.
Yeah.
Yes, she's amazing.
Lucy
She's amazing.
is really amazing. He's,
Tell me a little bit about her YouTube channel. Why do
I
you follow her?
used to lot, lots of videos called, I actually learn and read this English label by the course of YouTube channel. I didn't go any institute or any teacher. I didn't have any class with live teacher. Actually learn by the help of YouTube. So I know the world class English teacher. Those are I used to teach in YouTube. So I know about them.
Yeah, I understood. I understood what you say because I to be honest with you, to be honest with you, I don't use these YouTube channels which I told her before. I don't say that I'm an English learner or I English student of this YouTube channel, but which I like to say or I can say about that that I use these videos just to practice my listening skills because when we say that we are studying with these people, it will be like if I bought some package, I bought some access to their website, so I never bought any package, any how can I say? I never bought any classes about this YouTube channel. I just watch free videos on the YouTube
Yeah.
channel just to get my listening, just to put English on my brain, into my brain. And it's very useful. I like the way, of course, I like so much the way these people speaking. I like the way some stories. I like the some stories which they told you they speaking about on their YouTube videos, and that's why I choose or I follow these people because I like the way they speaking and I can learn. I probably learn so many words with this YouTube channel than I was at school because I studied at least 2 years. I studied at school. but it was just grammar, just reading. I studied almost 7 years ago. I studied 2 years to learn English at a private school just to learn English. I never studied before. I just started studying English when I was 22 years, and I don't know exact 22, 23 years old. I started to study English, but I studied almost 2 years and I give up to study at that time. So after some years ago,
Ah,
or I started to study English and I started by myself in this time. So I could see
ah,
many improvement just by myself. And you?
Same thing happened to us in our country, Bangladesh. We actually start our learning English from class one at the age of 6. But it's not possible to talk or make a conversation with English. So if anyone want to develop his communication skills in English, he might learn how to speak in English. Institutional education can help you to speak out in English. So it's
Yeah,
actually the environment in our country is not allowed to speak in English.
yeah,
So if anyone want to learn English as a spoken language, definitely he need some meditation, some external learning in English. So it's very important for us to talk in English. So you must need to improve by yourself. There are lots of people. They sometimes they go in a coaching center. There are lots of spoken English coaching center all over our country, and they help us to learn how to speak English. And
yeah,
actually,
yeah. I agree.
institutional can help us to develop our communication skill in English.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Exactly what I said. But here in Brazil, it's similar what you say related to system education in Bangla, because we had to, after our fifth year at school, at a basic school, our children are taught English too at as one of their matters. One of the object or the target is to learn English at school, but it is a basic English. It's just verb to be. It is just present continuous, things like that. But it's similar. What did you say? It's similar in Brazil. We
Yeah,
have English.
it's actually related to basic grammatical rules. The
Exactly.
schools, college teach us the basic grammars.
Yeah, even though we are just child, we are just a child, which means we had no commitment to learn English exactly at that time, at that age, But when we grow up, we started to understand better our lives, and we thinking about, if I paid attention at that time at school, maybe now I'd be fluent, I'll be a good English learner, but when I was a child, I didn't pay attention at my class at school. But here in Brazil, like you said, there is actually English at the basic school for our children, but we can't. Children maybe cannot learn almost anything. They just know that English existed. They just know that other countries had so many rules to speak, and but they don't know how to speak, they don't know how to read, how to listen, Nothing. They learn absolutely, how can I say, almost nothing. That is my point of view, you know. That is my point of view related to our English system education at the basic school to our children. Our children are not able to learn English in the basic school because it's just some factors. One of them is they are just child. Maybe they don't have commitment with this, with English, and other is because they are just child too. They maybe had not how can I say knowledge and not enough knowledge to get the English rules, you know. That's what I think. But English is very important now to me, and I try to teach my childrens here to get commitment with that. My older child, which is my daughter started to study English with me, and I started to help her to know to use some app in English, to watch some videos in English. And
You have a
yesterday, go ahead.
you have a great opportunities to improve yourself because you always stay with your family. You go sometimes you go outside with your family. So if you able to practice with your children, with your wives, so it's definitely easier to you. Because in my circumstances, I can't able to make environment to practice English. I only practice with you. Otherwise, I don't have any friends or any family members to practice. So I think it's a delay to become a fluent speaker from my side. But I want to share with you about my new friends. I have a friend from Australia. He not actually she is a female friend. I continually talked with her in 2 days. I mean,
Nice, man, so
today.
nice. She is Australian.
Yeah, he lives in Sydney, the capital of Australia.
Wow,
But
I
our
that's awesome. That's
time,
awesome.
but actually we talked each other with messenger by text. We don't have any conversation with us, but I try to manage how to make a conversation face to face.
I understand, but that doesn't matter. Everything starts small, you know. Everything starts small, and when she get more comfortable with you, maybe she started to make some calls, some phone calls, some video calls. But like you said, we must to make English part of our daily routine. So even though she reads some messages for you during her day, and during your day maybe you can read and answer questions for her. So that's why English, it will be present at your day, at your every day. We must do it, we must do it. And I had to today I received a message too by a girl who is which I understand she is China, she lives in China. She's a Chinese people, I believe.
Uh,
Yes, it's a woman too. She sent me a message today asking me if I would like to practice English with her because she is Japanese, she's Chinese, and she are looking for a partner to practice English with. So I stay so excited because I never, how can I say, speak with anyone who lives in China. So it's a very interesting step. But there's a problem because now here in Brazil it's almost 11 a.m. and now for her it's 11 p.m. It's exactly 12 hours in front of me. You know, 12 hours ahead of Brazil.
uh,
Do you
so,
know?
uh, are quite similar to our time zone.
Exactly. It's
But
like a other side of the
it's
world, you
not
know?
far from here.
Yes.
It's not China is not far from Bangladesh. It's
Yeah, it's
Asian
the same
country.
continent.
Definitely,
Exactly. Yes, it's the same continent.
but
You are the Asian
Australia,
continent.
Australia, there are huge difference from our country. In Australia, right now, I mean, it's 12 or 1 p.m. at midnight in Australia. Sorry, I can't hear you. The microphone is mute.
Sorry, I didn't notice that I was mute here. I was mute. But did you say that in Australia right now it is almost midnight, something like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, it's different. It's a huge difference because but for you now it's almost 8 p.m. I'm right? It's almost 8 p.m. It's 10:38.
7:50, 7:50.
Exactly. Brazil here is almost 11 a.m. So thank you, Shahabo, because we have just 1 minute rest to Zoom close our meeting because we have just 40 minutes to practice with Zoom every day. And I would like to be thank I'd like to ask you to talk and to practice English with you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be free too. If you'd like to practice with me, I'll be free at the same time.
Yeah,
Okay, and
I
thank you so much for your patience. Go ahead. What did you
I
say?
totally free. I totally free for 2 days because my younger brother go